हेलो एवरीबॉडी। अभी हमारे पास में हमारे एक और मित्र आए हैं। इनका नाम है राघव एंड ही इज़ अ चीफ ऑफिसर। और इनकी शक्ल देख के आप बता सकते हैं कि इन्हें अभी भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम है, तो ये आपको अपनी प्रॉब्लम बताएंगे।
जय माता दी। जय माता दी सर। सर, आई बीन मैरिड फॉर लास्ट 2 years. It was an arranged marriage.
कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशंस।
Yes sir, thank you very much sir. Sir, congratulations sir. Yes, I would take. सर, लव मैरिज करना चाहता था बट रिलेशनशिप डिड नॉट वर्क आउट, तो अरेंज मैरिज करी सर।
ये सब चीज़ें कैमरा पे नहीं बताते हैं।
जी सर, चलिए बता दी सर।
हाँ।
राघव हूँ, दिल से बोलता हूँ।
ओके।
तो सर द थिंग इज कि सर 2 साल हो गए हैं सर शादी को। इट्स बिन 2 years एंड आई हैव मेड सम इन्वेस्टमेंट सर। मेरा कॉर्पस ठीक ठाक है एंड सम इन्वेस्टमेंट्स इन म्यूचुअल फंड्स, कुछ अकाउंट्स, कुछ एफडीज, देयर आर अ फ्यू स्टफ्स, बट सर स्टिल यू नो आज की डेट में सर डर लगा रहता है सर।
किस बात का?
सर डर, आजकल सर ज़माना आपको पता है हाउ थिंग्स आर वर्किंग, और सर ट्रस्ट इश्यूज हैं थोड़े से। मुझे लगता है कि इफ आई टेल डिस्क्लोज ऑल माई एसेट्स टुडे टू माई वाइफ एंड टुमारो इफ समथिंग गोज रॉन्ग बिटवीन अस,
लाइक व्हाट?
रिलेशनशिप में कुछ खराबी हो जाती है,
Okay.
कल को वो केस कर दे मेरे ऊपर एंड सडनली इफ शी नोज एवरीथिंग देन आई विल बी लूजिंग अ लॉट। और
बस इतना ही है?
सर ये डर है, और सर मैं साथ में सर ये भी डर है कि ऐसा ना हो इस डर के कारण मैं एक ऐसी चीज़ें खो दूँ जो कि एक पार्टनर के साथ रहती हैं कि यू डिस्कस विद अ पार्टनर, यू ग्रो टुगेदर, आप डिसीजन साथ में लेते हैं। तो मैं देखता हूँ लोगों को जो लोग साथ में डिसीजन लेते हैं, उनसे सीखना चाहता हूँ, बट ये डर मुझे आगे बढ़ने नहीं देता है।
तो देखो, ऐसा है, मुझे तो खतरा कुछ और लग रहा था। मुझे खतरा ये लग रहा था कि अगर आप अपनी वाइफ को अपनी सैलरी बता दोगे तो उनके खर्चे बढ़ जाएंगे। एनीवे, देखो, आपके जो डर हैं वो अनफाउंडेड तो नहीं है, लेकिन जो आप कर रहे हो उस डर की वजह से वो अनफाउंडेड है। मैं बताता हूं क्यों। हम भी जब से हम शिपिंग में आए थे, वी ऑलवेज हर्ड about stories like this because we were also at that stage when people at home were forcing that you have to get married and get married, and we used to hear about these stories from Mumbai, how the person he went on shore and how behind him everything got wiped out and something wife ditched and this thing happened and that. There were a lot of stories. Actually मैं specifically नहीं बताना चाहता because this video will be watched by the ladies also, so it is not proper to say something like this because exceptions can be everywhere, and those unfortunate things I will not say on camera because they are not happening in daily life. What is happening in daily life? In daily life, everybody is happy. Husband and wife are happy. In daily life, more commonly than not, happiness is there or unhappiness is there? Happiness is there. In more commonly, families are happy together. The children, the parents, and everybody is happy together. So there may be cases where because of which these fears have come to you, and these fears came to us also. And even we thought in the beginning, we मतलब batchmates की बात कर सकते हैं, that we should keep this information to us and this and that. But let me tell you two things. Whether you, and this is for everybody on camera, please listen carefully. Marriage is an institution worldwide. It happens everywhere. It is a man-made institution, but it happens. It is not a natural institution. From the time that publicly you people are married, publicly, whether the marriage is registered or in front of the people, the moment you are husband and wife, from next day, the wife is at least 50% partner in your entire wealth of the family. Got it? So it makes little or no difference whether you reveal your financial situation to her or not. Now the question is what to do about the fear. And you said the question is about trust issues. Till the time that trust has been addressed, how can you say that you will have issues or not? First, that trust has to be built. How will that trust build? At the end of the day, अगर आप physically देखें, that lady has left her home where she had stayed for 22, 23, 24, 25 years of her life and come to your home. She is an absolute new person. And you say it's an arranged marriage, so you don't even know her. You don't know her, but she knows you. When you will go on ship, she will be left behind with your parents. Maybe she will join you for some time, but she is the person who is going to stay behind with your parents. She is going to be dependent upon the behavior from everybody. Please don't be affected by what you see in the Hindi movies, but what happens actually. So, how did I address? How did so many thousands of, it's not the first time that people have started going to sea. They have been going to sea for a long time. But how did everybody address this? The trust has to come from your side by entirely opening up, not like a fool, but in a balanced way. Judge the person, give the information that you think can be given at a certain time. Start saving with her, open an account, transfer some money into that. Clearly tell her that so much money is given to you to spend. You have to spend this. You cannot save this. When you will say, like I told you about that child in the previous video, give the child 100 rupees and tell him to go and spend, and also keep a track. Here, the money that you give her for her own expenses, you should not ask her for the account. That money should be less. It is under the Income Tax Act, it is advised, and it is called PIN money. She is charged no tax for that, you can give her. But it should be a certain amount. That should definitely not exceed about 10% of your salary under any circumstances. And if she saves this, that's a different matter. She can collect and buy jewelry out of it, it's a different matter. But if she will think that she's very good at investing, and if she collects and starts investing it, then that will become taxable, and we will deal with this in a different video. But you see what has happened. Without her asking her requirements, you have shown trust that this is all I have to give you. You have given up so much from your life. You have come from another home. This is what I think I can offer. You find out how much her expenses were before marriage. This you don't have to ask her. You can guess. If she was working, if she was going to college, then according to that, so the amount that you give her should not be less than that. Then slowly open a bank account with her, you being a second holder. So she knows that you are the second holder. You don't have to keep a tab on her. Don't ask for this thing. And then of course you see how the situation is in the house. I think if she is the eldest daughter-in-law, she should get the option of deciding on the expenses of the house. She should be able to decide on the expenses. So that expenses should also be transferred separately in her. See, we are trying to approach a social problem, a family problem from a financial point of view, because your question is about finances in the marriage, right? Then another thing, how you can approach it is that maybe you would have taken a term insurance before. So that can be modified now, that you take another term insurance, and for that bring her in as the MWP, Married Woman Act. Okay, in that in case something happens to the person, then no entity can lay a claim on the term insurance plan. You see, there are few things which are considered from legal point of view. So after your marriage, you will have to change your nominations in different things. So when you change these nominations, you should tell her that these are the nominations I have made in your name. This will serve two purposes. First purpose is that it will bring her bring this to her knowledge that she is nominated, she is the nominee in so and so mutual fund, she is the nominee in so and so insurance. She is because she is a young person, she is going to take care of your life and your parents' life also, right? So now you should move to that direction. And secondly, this is what will start her inclusion into this family. Both will happen in the same way together. Finances are for life. Life is not for finances. All the financial planning and management that we are doing so that our life is settled, is relaxed, and we don't have to worry about anything, right? So this will happen by when you bring the trust from your end, and you have to see that it is being reciprocated. You may have to make a will also, because nomination is different from a will. So in that case, there have to be two wills from your wife and your own will, which should be cross will, which is later on when children are there. The point is, there are a lot of things to it. You are only 28, you said.
32,
32, sorry. So at 32, your wife is 28. So she has sufficient exposure to the world, but maybe in a different way. She may be more worldly wise, and I'm sure a wife of 28 is any day more worldly wise than a husband of 32 on shore. Forget about on ship. A wife of 28 will be more worldly wise than a 50-year-old husband also. Because you have no exposure of the world. But anyway, so that is the way. So now you have to just channelize her experience, her exposure into your own stream. If she wants to work, then you have to decide together whether it's a wise option. Because that's a very big discussion. I will give you an example here. Through you, somebody approached me. I will not say the rank, forget the name, I will not even mention the name. Now this gentleman comes to me with a saying that he went for an arranged marriage and some money was transferred by her father at the time of the marriage in his father's name. And now he has, just to keep a control on her, mind you, the word was control, he has put it in his name as a FD and a savings bank account FD in his name. You see what intelligent person? And then he says that when I was talking to him on phone and trying to explain to him without a visit, because if I can manage with the phone, I don't like to meet people. He said he's standing away. I said, put the speaker on or record this and listen with your wife. He said, no, I don't want my wife to listen to this. I want to keep her away from this. I don't want to expose exactly your question which you are saying on whoever behalf you are asking this question of a 32-year-old chief officer. It is similar. That is such a old Indian mindset. It is a decadent mindset. He is not, just because he entered shipping at the age of 18, he has not grown mentally. He doesn't know where the world has gone. He doesn't know that what he is doing is, he is already put himself in the Anti-Dowry Act. He has taken a dowry, he has transferred that dowry in his name with his wife as a second applicant, where it should have been the other way around. Till date, he has not listened to me. He has not started off his investments and savings. Forget about what he is doing in his wife's name, I don't know. But if you are going to take this approach, you are bound to fail. If you think sitting on ship, whether you have a good internet connection or not, whether you are calling up home every day or not, if you think you can control things from there, you are sadly mistaken. I must go on record in this video, and I have gone on record so many times before saying that my financial situation, my early retirement, my financial success so far, the success of my family, my daughter, you know where my daughter has reached. I cannot lay a claim on anything. It is all because of my wife, who was 6 years younger to me. She was not even 21 when she got married, just about 21. But I expressed my entire faith in her. And what all I have told you, I did that thing. I did not listen to my father in a lot of respects. We had a disagreement on a lot of opinions, and I was okay with that. So the point is that you have to decide that with whom are you going to live your life with. Now let's go to philosophy. हमारे जो इंडियन कल्चर है ना, उसमें वाइफ के साथ एक वर्ड यूज होता है धर्मपत्नी. यही वर्ड हमारे यहाँ पे यूज होता है जब हम बात करते हैं धर्मपुत्र, धर्मपुत्री, धर्ममाता, धर्मपिता. मतलब वो लोग जिन्हें हमने अपने दिमाग से समझ के बहन, भाई, माता या फादर माना है, उस कैटेगरी में जिन्हें हम इंटेलेक्चुअली एक्सेप्ट करते हैं, उन्हें हम धर्म का नाम देते हैं. उसी कैटेगरी में हम पत्नी को रखते हैं. Wife is the only relation in your life which is not a blood relation. Who comes the last in your life? I'm not talking about the children, but in the relations which have come to you involuntarily, your wife is the last one. She's not a blood relation, but she stays till the end with you. Either you go first, or she goes first, or both of you go, whichever. Good, bad, ugly, with all kind of relationships. There have been so many books written on married life. Some say it's a 7-year itch when people start squabbling. So they call it 7-year itch. Some people say that after 7 years, husband and wife start looking like brothers and sisters. And there are all sorts of jokes which are going in the society. But They are within that boundary which encompasses the married life. Married life is a unit of the social life. If we can produce a good family married life, we can produce a good society, because people around us, whether they are our relatives or friends, they look up to you, they look at you for examples, they look at you for something different to learn from. And this again I am saying because my wife, she started a marriage counseling bureau about 18 or 19 years ago, where with the help of the lot of social scientists and lawyer and police, where the troubled marriages were sorted out. The DGP of the state was also involved, and the Uttarakhand High Court had given the instructions that any case which comes up to them for divorce will have to take 5 counseling sessions from this bureau, which was called Voluntary or Ethic Bureau. 1,479 cases were put up to them, and they managed to sort out about 1,430 cases, that much. But the stories that we used to hear, she used to come and tell me, used to actually be heart-wrenching. Sometimes it was the husband who was at the receiving end, sometimes it was the wives who were at the receiving end, but whoever was at the receiving end, the people who were suffering were the children. So we have to understand that it is, like you said very correctly, it is a trust issue. So let's face that issue of trust by creating trust. And like we always say, that one person in this world whom I can change definitely is me, myself. Everybody says that if my wife could change little bit, things would be much better. Wife says if my husband could change little bit, everything would be nice.
Happens.
Father tells the son thinks about the father, the mother, and everything. Mother probably never says that. But the point is, the only person whom we can change is ourselves. And in this world, nobody actually is perfect. This is a cliche, but when you think about it, actually nobody is perfect. Try to keep your ego behind. Don't think that if you are trying to let your newly married wife do something, she will get out of hand and she will overtake you and all this. These are all old things. Today everybody wants a peaceful life. She is marrying you with some thoughts, some fantasies, some ideas, some hopes of traveling abroad, staying with you on board, seeing some more money than what she is used to. I am not saying that you spend everything, but which is the case which you are worried actually, that if something happens that it will pass on to her in any way, whether you tell her or not, whether you are able to give her or not, she will always press it. But we will not let that situation come. We will not think about that. When we think negatively, the negative things happen to us.
Negative thing happens.
We have to think about positive things. Slowly bring her into your family life. Involve her in every way. If she faces any other problems, it is your duty to eradicate, because she is coming into your house. Imagine if you are getting married and going to her house to stay. How much adjustment would you have to do? Am I right?
Right.
So we have to take it like that. Slowly, whatever you have learnt about financial management, try to pass out on to her. I could not have completed my portfolio without my annual actual involvement of my wife. When we started doing these seminars in Dehradun in 2016, it used to be written, married people, please come with your spouse. If you're not married, come with one of your family members, your mother, your father, either of them. Because no financial planning on this earth, at least for a mariner, can succeed without the involvement of the wife. How can it? The money is coming into the same house, it is going into different channels. You will start something, and suppose you are not able to do anything on board, after all, still on board the net is not so effective. Then who will carry forward that movement? And if she doesn't understand and she doesn't agree with that, at some time or the other, in any times of emergency or requirement, you will redeem, you will sell that asset, whichever mutual fund. You will say, let's sell this, let's sell this. But if she is there, she will be ready to face that financial emergency. She will say, no, let's stay with this. At this time, I have to admit, give one personal example, that in 2000, I had fallen sick. And I was a very debilitating disease, and one of the senior most doctors in Dehradun had given me 3 months to live. And the best advice that he gave me was, please write your will. Just imagine. At that time, unfortunately, this happened just after I bought my real estate, which was very necessary for my requirement. And all my money had collapsed. So probably it was a psychological thing, the security of not having any liquid cash, because of which I was sick, though it was not the case. At that time, since we did not have any liquid cash, my wife sold her jewelry so that we could sustain for a few months. So that is the thing. This does not happen only in movies. It happens in real life. Would it have happened if she had not got the correct picture of the family, of the house? She would still think that some money will come from somewhere. So unless it is impossible for any family to run without the concurrence, without the compatibility of husband and wife. It is very unfortunate that out of 1,000, maybe one case happens, which we take as example and we think it might happen to us. But in my view, all of you, all of us must think positively. If we spread good, positive vibes, positive things will happen to us. It is not possible that they will not happen. Because it is possible. If negative thinking brings around negativity, then positive thinking must bring positivity. Am I right?
Right, sir. Right.
Chief Officer, 32-year-old
Raghav.
Raghav, his answer is answered.
अब तबाही मचेगी. अब आएगा सैलाब ईमानदारी का, ट्रस्ट का. जय हिंद, जय भारत, जय माता दी.